This rock is just crazy.
That's a nice thing to find on my way out.
Hi everybody, it's Kate from Katie Did, and I am here with Mr. Did and Kava. We are at the Kinsey Bridge and gonna do some rock hunting. Come along. I've written about the Kinsey Bridge, along with lots of other bridges and fishing accesses all up and down the Yellowstone River. In my book, So Many Beautiful Rocks. So if you're planning a trip to the Yellowstone this summer, you might check it out. The link is in my Etsy store. We're taking kind of the long way around. We could have just driven down to the fishing access, but Jim wanted to get some shots of the bridge. So here I am going through the wilderness. It's early April here on the river. The ice has just melted, and when the ice comes, it does kind of mix the rocks around. So I'm hopeful that we'll find something fun. Just barely taken 2 steps, and look at this beautiful jasper agate. Wow, that is really something. You know, I think I'm gonna have to take it home. Maybe I'll pile it on this rock so that I don't have to carry it. That's a good idea. You can see how dirty this place is. The ice tends to carry lots and lots of mud and silt along with it. And then when it melts, it just gets really muddy. These piles are what's left of big ice chunks. And sometimes they've got some pretty good stuff in them. Sometimes not. I was just thinking that I hadn't found any, hello Kava, any agatized wood yet, which sometimes shows up a lot in this area. And what do you know, I found this beautiful chunk. Okay, I had to put the camera down and dig this out, and here's the reason why. I thought this was just about half of this, and instead it's this huge piece. Look at that. That's gonna be a backpack filler. Nice and agatized. Super cool.
When I pulled this out, I thought it was a chunk of petrified wood, and I'm still not positive. It may instead be some kind of big chunk of chert. We're gonna cut it, see what's inside, then we'll know for sure. I think this is some kind of metamorphic rock. So maybe chert? I don't think it's petrified wood though. So that's too bad, because that would have been a good chunk.
Well, I think it's going to be a petrified wood kind of day. I was looking at this one, and it had kind of a agate-y look to it. So I picked it up out of the hole it was in and put it in the water. And check out the patterns on this. You know, I just can't figure this out. This really doesn't look like wood. I'm not sure what it looks like.
This one is a puzzle. I was sure when I picked it up that it was agatized wood, but looking closely at it, it just has these really different patterns that I haven't seen before, and it also has an agate texture. So obviously the thing to do is to just cut it open and see what's inside. This rock is just crazy. Look at all of the different patterns and colors in this thing. That just doesn't even seem real. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's like a kaleidoscope rock. Yeah, I don't think it's petrified wood, but I don't know exactly what it is. Just crazy.
Well, here we have the first agate of the day right next to the fishing access. I thought actually that it was a milk agate when I sprayed it off because it has this quartz pocket inside and so it looked sort of milky. But it's an agate all right. Yay!
I'm just going to face cut this one, I think, just so that you can see what the quartz pocket looks like. It looks like maybe there's a little bit of inclusions inside, but not too much. I think the quartz pocket is going to be the main attraction. Here's the end piece off of that one. I think I really can't resist making some slabs out of this. I'll make them nice and thin. They can hang in a window or something. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, look at how transparent that is. Oh, how pretty. I did this one extra skinny, and I think it was a good choice. Gosh, you can just see right through it. Isn't that lovely?
It is so muddy. And the ice is almost gone. I'm actually standing on one of the last pieces that's on the beach. Very, very, very lucky. Again, I'm not going to bring this home because there's really not too much I can do with it. But look at this cool stone. This is porcelainite and it's just has mixed all together in different colors so it looks like a tiger. Take a look at this Jasper. Wow! Isn't that cool? Just look at the lines in that. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so pretty sliced. Into the backpack with you!
Let's see what's inside this one. Isn't that pretty? Let's do another slice of that to see if we can get some more of that. This is just the end piece, but I think it's going to be really beautiful. Yep, I like that. Jasper rarely lets me down.
Not finding very many agates this time around, but there sure are some pretty other rocks. This is a mixed, I'd say a jasp agate, and it just has all kinds of pretty swirls.
Speaking of Jasper, let's try cutting this one. I've cut something like this before, so I expect kind of a mottled pinky color, but you never know. Let's see what's inside. Oh yes, that's going to be just beautiful. See, this is what I mean when I say that chert and jasper are just so underappreciated. I mean, look at the patterns in this thing. That is every bit, well, I don't know if it's every bit as hard as an agate, but it's at least hard enough to take a polish. And it is just beautiful. Yep. Just as I expected, absolutely gorgeous. Take that, all you agate snobs. I actually really like agates, but I just think there are so many other kinds of beautiful rocks that people just ignore because they're a little more common.
This piece of chert. Chert, I think, is underappreciated because when you cut it, it is really quite remarkable. Or it can be.
Yeah, it really is quite lovely. Looks like it might even have some translucence. Oh, no, not necessarily.
And I'm just looking at this because it's kind of a strange looking piece of rock. It looks a lot like a bone. And this just is an example of what people often kind of mistake as bones and teeth because that's what they look like, when really it's just a plain old rock. Still cool. Here's another piece of, I guess I would call this one banded jasper. Jasper and chert are the same mineral family, just one is colorful and one is not. And that is, again, really pretty.
Yeah, I'd say that's slab worthy. We'll cut another one. Yes, isn't that pretty? Probably would make a nice pendant or something if you had it the right shape. You could actually just tumble it as is. It's kind of heavy, but kind of cool anyway.
I'm walking on the side of the road right close to where we get out of the fishing access. There's a whole bunch of gravel here and I just wanted to take a look at it. And honestly, I think I'm going to have better luck here than I did on the river. I'm not going to stay for very long because we've been out for a very long time, but isn't this pretty? Here's another pretty little one. Looks like this is a waterline agate. They're very, very flat like that. Holy moly. Not sure what this is, maybe a jasper agate of some kind, but look at the pattern in this. Look at that swirl. Wow. I sure am glad that I came up on the road.
Let's see what this one's going to look like. Wowee. That's going to have lots of interesting patterns in it, looks like. Huh. Maybe that really is agatized wood. I didn't think it was. I thought it was jasper. Let's take a look and see. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's wood, but gosh, look at all the patterns in there. That's just amazing. Just goes to show you, you never can tell.
Okay, last find because Jim's been very patient in driving along with me as I'm wandering down the gravel road. But I think it might be time to go. Check this out. This is a shell inside a jasper. Wow, that is so cool. Thanks for joining me. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing. Don't forget, if you'd like to share in the treasures, check out my Etsy store, Katie Did Rocks. And if you enjoyed this video, click that subscribe button. Thanks.